profesora Che. Am, ¿Qué hay de nuevo? ¿Todo bien? Espero que todo esté bien con ustedes. Bueno, bienvenidos a la semana número 6 que se va a cubrir del 21 al 27. Welcome to week 6. This week's assignment will be for the 21st, from the 21st and to the 27th, which is the Sunday. Let's go over the weekly assignments. I took this directly off our syllabus, so the information that you see here will be exactly same as the one that you see on the syllabus, except for two changes that I have made, and I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Let's go over day by day so that you can plan your time accordingly. As you can see, there are 6 recording activities. Today's Monday, so you have to plan accordingly with your partner, as there are some, recording activities that may take up some of your time. On Monday today, you need to watch this video so that you can be informed of the information of the assignments that you need to complete by the weekend. You also have a lecture on YouTube. In a minute, I'm gonna tell you where you can find the link. And you are going to learn the use of the verb gustar. You only need to do one práctica on En Línea. Since this is such an important topic and a lot of students get confused with the concept, I have posted an additional worksheet on Blackboard. In the worksheet folder, you need to click on Gustar. I'll also show you what it looks like in a minute. Tomorrow, we're going to move on with our grammar point number 2.2, forming questions in Spanish. You need to just follow through the steps, and there is a one recording activity that you need to complete under this theme. I'm gonna show you one activity or the activities that you need to complete as you need to really follow closely the instructions. So I will tell you what is important and how to complete these assignments. Let's move on to Wednesday. En Línea chapter 2. We're still on Estructura 2.2. You'll continue to work on the question words. You need to really memorize these words. The questions words are why, where, who, how many, how much, etc., etc. And I really want to tell you that you need to know how to spell these words correctly and then remember where the accents go. You need to follow through the steps as you've been doing it. And complete your homework on the practica sections. And there is two recording activities under the Estructura 2.2. Let's move on to the last day, which is Thursday. You have a YouTube video that you need to watch to learn the grammatical concept on YouTube. It'll be about estar, and the video will also talk about when to use ser. The verb ser is the one that we reviewed in chapter 1, and by watching the two YouTube videos, you'll be well informed of the difference between the two. And like I said, there is an additional worksheet that you can find on Blackboard in the worksheet folder on estar. This week's a little bit important in terms of the grammar points because we covered two different verbs, gustar and estar, and the way they are used can confuse some of you. So I really encourage you to take the time to read the book and watch the videos that I am making available. There are like 3 or 4 videos that you need to watch in total. So this week will be a little bit intense compared to the previous weeks because you have some work to do and more studying time will be required for you to fully understand the concepts. Let's move on to the next slide. So as I mentioned earlier, there is a lecture that I have filmed. You'll see me in this video. I'll actually teach the verb gustar. Please take the time to watch it. And also, there is a really good tutorial video on Enlinea. I'm expecting everybody to watch these videos every time they have to. You just cannot ignore it because this is where you learn. The reason why I added an additional video on Gustar is because, like I said, such an important topic and many students get confused. They don't seem to understand the grammar concept. So I'm making 2 videos available for you to watch. Okay, when you are done watching the videos and when you feel that you understood the concept, you need to do the activities on Enlinea. And I felt that you guys need a little more exercise on it, so I made one worksheet available on Blackboard. Okay, so you need to log in to Blackboard and simply click on Worksheets, and you'll see the list of the worksheets that I have provided here. We've worked on the AR verbs last week, so for this week you have to do gustar and estar, and as you can see, I have also uploaded the answer key so that you can check your answers and learn from your errors. Okay, and this week you'll also learn how to form questions, and I strongly recommend that you watch the tutorial video on Enlinea, as there are no additional videos that I'm making available. I watched all the tutorial videos and then they are really good and really thorough. So watch them, take notes, and if you have questions, please ask for help. Okay. Once you are done watching the tutorial video, you'll have to do some exercises on Enlinea for credit, and this is one of them, forming questions in Spanish. And I really want you to pay attention to the instructions so that you do what we are asking you to do. Doesn't matter how much you spend time on an assignment, if you don't follow the instructions, there is no credit, right? So the question says, change these sentences into questions by inverting the word order. Okay, they say you need to formulate questions by inverting the word order. So what does it mean by inverting the word order? If you watch the videos, then you know exactly what we are asking you to do. Just as a reminder, I'll go over this one more time, okay? If you look at the modelo, Ernesto habla con su compañero de clase. This is not a question, this is a statement, right? There are 2 ways of asking yes/no questions in Spanish. And this is one of the options. Habla Ernesto con su compañero de clase. As you can see, there is a change of word order here. Instead of having Ernesto in the beginning of the sentence of the question, we put habla, which is the verb, in the beginning. Habla Ernesto con su compañero de clase. So we inverted the word order. The verb comes first and then the subject comes after the verb. In Spanish, you can also say habla con su compañero de clase Ernesto. This is another way of inverting the word order. Instead of putting the subject Ernesto right after the verb, you can bring it to the end of the question and say habla con su compañero de clase Ernesto. Both forms are correct ones. You just need to use the one that you feel comfortable with. What you really need to do is not to forget to change the word order. Always the verb goes first or before the subject Ernesto. Okay, so please keep that in mind as you do your homework, and don't forget that you have up to 10 attempts to correct your answers. I'm noticing that some students are just using 1 attempt out of 10, and no wonder why their score is so low, because they're not going through the correction process. So spend a little more time trying to correct your errors, and if you don't understand why you are being marked wrong, then you know what to do. You need to really get in touch with me and ask for help. All right? Okay, the next one, this is another homework that you need to do. Let me just show you the instructions. Irene and Manolo are chatting in the library. Complete their conversation with the appropriate questions. So you just need to fill in the blanks with the questions. So for example, hola Manolo, and then Manolo saying bien, gracias. And then if you look at what Irene says, muy bien. In order for you to get this response, what does Manolo have to ask? So you will have to fill in the blank with a question that will elicit the response muy bien. Okay, and same here. Manolo is saying son las 9. Then what question do you need to ask to get that as the response? As you fill in the blanks, please don't ignore the accents and also special symbols, as they are part of the spelling, and you are losing points for not using them when necessary. So please make sure that you use the accents and also the question marks or the exclamation mark whenever it's necessary. Okay, and as I was saying earlier, there's some recording activities, and I'm just showing you two under 2.2 forming questions. In pairs, create a dialogue similar to the one in Practica number 2, the one we just completed, where you had to fill in the blanks with the questions. Between Professor Badilla and his colleague Professor Martinez, use question words. Okay, so just follow the model, come up with some questions, and pretend that you are Professor Padilla and Professor Martinez. Okay. And then there is another conversational activity where you have to pretend that you are a reporter for the school newspaper. You need to write 5 questions about student life at your school and use them to interview your partner, then record your interview. Obviously, you have to write the script before you record. All right? Okay, the next grammatical topic that you need to learn is estar, which is another verb that we use to say to be. Please watch the tutorial video in Linea. It's a really great video. It's very informative. You'll learn so much from watching it. But because this is such an important topic and there may be some confusions, I'm also making 2 very good YouTube videos available. I'm not in it. You'll see someone else teach you, but doesn't matter. It's the same topic and it's really good video. So take the time to watch it, and as you watch these videos, take notes. You write down the questions and bring those questions to me or to the tutors. So that you can have full control over these very important grammatical topics. Okay. All right, and as I promised earlier, I'm gonna show you where you can access these YouTube videos. You can use the link that I have provided on the previous slide. You can go to the YouTube directly by clicking those 2 links, or you can also go to our Blackboard course shell. You see YouTube right here, right? Click on it, and then you'll see a list of the YouTube videos that I have made available. And you need to this week you have to watch Gustar, and there are 2 more videos on estar and ser. Okay, just click on them and watch them and take notes as if you are attending face-to-face classroom. Okay.